What's up, guys? It's Zara. I know I haven't been around for, I don't know. This is the third week of video. Well, no. I missed the last two, but then I'm here now, so I guess only 2 weeks. And I've done this a couple of times, so I guess you know by now that, sometimes I'm too busy. So I guess you know by now that when this happens, I will do a super long video and cover all the topics that I've missed. Because I guess I just like to get every topic. What's the first one? Oh, and what was it? Goals and aspirations, okay. So, I guess goals for both life and transition. Okay. Goals for transition, we'll start there. You know what? I would honestly say I'm relatively close to where I want to be. I'm not entirely there. Or maybe I won't even fully be there until maybe I've met someone, I don't know. I know that really isn't part of it, but whatever. I don't know. Obviously, I need to have SRS. That's the biggest part. I'm gonna stop playing with my hair. SRS. Do a little more work with this. I'm not entirely happy with where my voice is at. I know it's in the, because if you know anything about this kind of stuff, you know that there's a range that is, and this is kind of people's perception, like what they hear when they listen to you speak. There's a range where people will assume this is a male voice, and then this is a female voice, and then there's a in-between area. Last time I went to a voice coach, which was last summer, so a while ago now, but still, it was in the in-between area. And, you know, that's really good enough, because, I mean, people know who I am. People know I'm a girl. Whatever. And, honestly, when was the last time anyone thought I was a guy? Long time ago. Even on the phone, I don't know the last time I heard sir or anything. So, I think my voice is okay, but then sometimes I don't. I'm just like, why doesn't it sound like her voice? I don't know. I still have a lot of self-confidence issues, but that's not due to transition. That's just like, it's just the same kind of self-confidence issues that any other girl has. Like, they look at a supermodel, and they're like, fuck, why don't I look like her? Like, seriously. And why does my hair keep going wherever the fuck it wants? Yeah. You know, like, just the same things any other girls want. I want to be thinner. I want to be tanner. I do need to be tan. Because I'm fucking white as a ghost here. But I don't know, as far as transition goes. SRS. And you know what, you know how I've wanted all these other surgeries? Well, I think now the only one I'm still thinking about is the nose job, and that probably is gonna end up happening, a nose job too. It's just this is too big, it's too guyish to me. I don't know, I want it to be a lot cuter and smaller and better. Like, look at me now, and look at me without this. I can't hide it without hiding half of my face. I don't know, it just looks better. I know, I'm weird. Okay, fuck, I spent a long time on that, though. And life goals, okay. These change pretty often, I guess, but I don't know, a lot of people do that. I have personal goals, like, well, I guess everyone has personal goals. Main one is that in the end, I want to be a shoe designer. That's my ultimate goal. I mean, I know I just got a bartending license and everything, and I'm getting into bartending, but that's really just a money-making thing. Because, you know, bartenders potentially can make really good money. And, well, I'm not there yet, but I did just start it, so, you know, maybe eventually, if I keep going with it, which I will. So eventually, I want to be a shoe designer, and that's long down the road. Like, I don't even plan on going back to university for, like, at least 5 years. I have so much I have to do before then. I'm gonna make sure all this is done, the whole transition. And now I'm thinking I want to get some traveling in before I go back to school. Like, see the world a bit, because I'm one of those people who just wants to see the whole world, you know? And I think it'd be easier to do now rather than later. And also, same as so many other girls, I want to have a nice husband and a nice family and all that, you know. You talked to me like a year ago, I didn't want kids at all. Now I really fucking want kids. And a part of me deep down really hopes that I marry an Irishman, to be totally honest. I fucking love that Irish accent. Any guy that talks to me with that Irish accent, my clothes are off. I'm serious. Okay, I'm actually not that much of a whore, but still. That accent is a huge turn on to me. And in the back of my mind, I really hope that my future husband is going to be an Irishman. And we live in Ireland. I know, I'm such a dork. Okay, so that's one topic, and we're 7 minutes into the video, so I'll try and speed it up a bit. I don't know how much time they'll let me use. Okay, here. Okay, hanging out with those less passable and being outed by association, I suppose. Okay, so I have friends. Since I've been out doing my trans thing and since I've been on YouTube, I've met a lot more people all over the LGBT community. All the way from the L over to the blah-blah-blah over there. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, well, in their starting stages, I have some trans friends who are in their starting stages and they still have a while to go. But I mean, I was there once too, and I don't know, sometimes I think I'm still there. Yeah, but I don't really know what to say about it. Like, sometimes I do feel that, like, my hanging out with this person, kind of gives me away more. It's almost like someone would look at them, and then be like, oh, this person, and this is an ignorant person saying this, not me. This is clearly a guy wearing girls' clothes or something like that. And then they look at me and they're like, is that the same thing? Blah. I'm an idiot. I don't know. And you feel that, but you gotta get it, because you've been there too. And you, like, it's just all part of it. It's just something I guess you gotta go through. Yeah. Like, me where I am now, I look back to, I guess, when I was, before I started my hormones, and, like, I was full-time as female for, like, half a year before I started my hormones, even then. So, me now, looking back to then, I keep thinking, what did I really look like to people 2 years ago? Like, did they look at me and were they thinking, like, what the hell? Is that a guy? What the hell? I don't know. You know, what those people say, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard, though. But, you know, you get through it. And I'm sure 10 years down the road, I will look at future me will look at past me, which is the current me, and be like, what the hell? I was uggo, and I still had that male thing back then. Yuck. Yuck. I like it on guys, but it doesn't belong on me. Whatever. I don't know. I'm really a loser, I'm sorry. Okay, okay. And I'm also going to be announcing this week's topic, which I have here. Have you thought into the future of how things are going to go as you age? I have thought about this a bit, and actually I think that I think of things that other people don't think of. Like on my channel a while back, I posted a video about would it be necessary for a trans woman to go see a, what the fuck do they call those things? Gynecologist. For, obviously, a post-op trans woman. And I think of things like that. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna have my surgery and the next day go see a gynecologist. That's gonna be later down the road. But yes, also, if you're wondering, it is necessary for us. Obviously, they can't do as much for us as they can for a biological female, because we don't get periods or give birth or any of those things, but, you know, they can still check things I've done there, and see if we're safe and stuff. You know. Yeah. One thing that has been worrying me, but I guess it was never really a big concern, like, it wouldn't really be a big concern. My hair is very thick. I have nice, lovely hair that a lot of people are jealous of. Also, baldness has never been really hereditary in my family, I don't believe. Also, I think I started young enough that I wouldn't really feel any of that. Like I started hormones at 19, and now I'm almost 21. I turned 21 in 2 months. And I guess my being female now, I wouldn't really lose my hair the same way a male would if I were to begin to lose my hair. Because that was a concern of mine for a while, but that was when I was dumber. Yeah. I guess I worry, but I wonder if I will age the same way a biological woman ages. And you can't really look at... That's something you can't really look at, look into older people for, I guess. Because how many trans women are there now who are in their 80s who started their hormones when they were a young person? None. Because they didn't have all that back then. I mean, there are the trans women who are in their 80s who started when they were 75, but that's a totally different story. I mean, I totally think that the way someone who starts at 75 goes through transition is entirely different than the way that someone who starts at 19 goes through transition. Well, actually, I guess I started at 18. But still, totally different. So you can't really look at them to see how it's going to work out for you, because they lived 75 years of their life as the wrong person. I only had to go through 18. I mean, I still have a long life to live where I will get to live it the way I want to live it. And I'm very fortunate, I suppose, but I guess if I was young in the 50s or 60s like they were, then I would be at a lot more risk, and maybe I wouldn't have done it then. You know, I heard someone talk shit about the ones who start when they're like 75, and it really pissed me off. Like, I wanted to smack this bitch, because it's like, you try to transition when it's 1940 and people would like literally kill you for it. And that still happens today even. It was just a lot more prominent back then. Dumb bitches. Dumb bitches. I don't know. Okay, what was I talking about anyway? Okay, am I worried about how I'm gonna age? I guess I'll say no, because I'm gonna marry a rich Irishman. He can be a celebrity if he wants to, but it's really just the money and the Irish that matters. And, you know, he's gonna pay for all my surgeries and stuff, and every 2 years or so I'll get Botox, you know, all that. I'll still look, when I'm 75, I'll look like I'm like 40. You know, and I'll be sexy as fuck. That's how it's gonna go. You got it. Alright, well, this is a long-ass video now, so I should probably cut it off. I've probably bugged you guys enough. Okay. And I've covered all the topics I wanted to cover. And hopefully you guys will see me next week. My work has been very crazy lately. And actually, I'm about to do a video on my own channel too, so if you watch my channel, check it out, and it'll be up in like probably half an hour. Yeah, even though this video will probably be up in 10 minutes, so by then it would be 20 minutes. Whatever. Okay. Long enough. Bye. Comment, subscribe. Transy channel. We love you. Mwah.